Good morning, everyone. It's Dash. How are you doing? Sorry for missing a couple of topics that I probably would have normally covered, but I'm very busy with my job on the weekends. Anyways, I want to talk about this. This is kind of an old story at this point by YouTube standards, but it's one that I'm personally interested in, so that means I'm covering it on the channel. Callisto Protocol canceled in Japan after developers decide against cuts. They determined that the game cannot pass the 0 ratings in its current state. So, why do I think this is a big deal? Well, normally, the Japanese companies will gladly censor any reference to sex or gender phrasing in video games nowadays. I'm going to link you to a video I did on some Square Enix games that got censored a bit. But the people doing Callisto Protocol, the ex Visceral devs that formed this studio after EA gutted them while working on the Star Wars game, they're they're holding their ground and saying no, we don't want our game to be cut. And I think that's good on them. It's disappointing the Japanese won't be able to play this game, but the Japanese rating boards hates super ultra gore and stuff, and this game looks like it's going to be even bloodier and gorier than the Dead Space games, which to me is freaking insane because of how I just got done with my Dead Space 2, and the Dead Space franchise is just full of just carnage. Just I'm just so pumped for this game. It's gonna. Oh man, it's coming out at Christmas time too. Okay, so I'll read the article. The Callisto Protocol has been canceled in Japan after its developers determined it would not be able to get a rating for the game without cuts. We have decided to discontinue the Japanese version of Callisto Protocol, the game's official social media account stated Wednesday. Oh wow, they announced it right on social media, not to the press. We have determined the game cannot pass the zeros ratings in its current state, and that changing the content will not provide the experience that players expect. We would appreciate your understanding in Japan. The account concluded by stating it would provide refunds to those who had pre-ordered the title. Video games are rarely banned in Japan, but many times have been edited for excessive violence, such as Gears of War, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, Dead Island series. Tokyo-based analyst Dr. Seiken Todo explained on Twitter that Japan's censorship has gotten a lot worse since the local ratings agency Zero was established in 2002. Games censored for nudity and violence in Japan, including Last of Us, Cyberpunk, Uncharted 1, Witcher 3, GTA 5. He wrote, needless to say, censorship also affects homemade games, i.e. Resident Evil, when compared to Western releases. It's also important to understand that sometimes Japan's games get two releases, one cut and one gory version. The gory versions typically sell better. The problem is that the gory version which usually carries Zero's restricted Z rating for ages 18, is also censored when compared to the Western release. In other words, avoid the Japanese versions of such games at all costs. They are always censored. Wow, this actually sounds this actually sounds almost worse than what's happening here in the West with the sex stuff. Wow. Announced at the Game Awards in December 2020, the Callisto Protocol is the brainchild of Dead Space creator Schofield and former Sledgehammer Games and Visceral Games boss who was appointed CEO of New Pug Corporation Development Studio striking distance in 2019. Yeah, so this is just the tweet that was the source of all that information. Set on Jupiter's dead moon Callisto in 2320, the Callisto Protocol is the story of Jacob Lee, an inmate at Black Iron Prison who must fight for his life when a mysterious outbreak throws the moon into chaos. Wrote on PlayStation blog article. I can't say that guy's name. Prison guards and inmates and mutating in prison guards and inmates are mutating into monstrous creatures called biophage, and Jacob must battle to survive the horror of black iron and uncover the dark secrets of the United Jupiter Company. In February 2021, Striking Distance said it had partnered with Skybound Entertainment, the company behind the Walking Dead franchise, to turn the Callisto Protocol into a multimedia franchise. Creator said for multimedia. Oh wow! So that means there's probably going to be books, maybe even a TV. That would be fucking awesome. Oh wow! I hope that pans out. I'm going to be such a big fan of these guys. You know, especially how EA screwed them all over. Yeah, it really sucks about Japan, but it really does show that, like, censorship is a global problem in the games industry, not just here in the United States. And, you know, we all have to do a little bit more, I think, to try and, like, speak out so that, like, you know, games don't get, like, held back. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe and check out my past video about Square Enix censorship. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.